That's what really means a lot to me. This is fueled on competition, and I'm so glad that it's a...
Lamont, Roach, and Tank have been at the center of controversy ever since the final bell rang. From Tank taking a knee to getting completely outboxed by Roach, this fight has sparked debates that even brought lawyers into the mix. Lamont Roach firmly believes he was robbed, and it's clear he's determined to set the record straight and teach Tank a lesson. Let's get you caught up on everything that went down.
That was saying that this is a really tough fight. Like, Lamont Roach is a serious fighter. I said it might not be the biggest profile fight, but it's actually quite a tough fight. And Shakur said to me, like, even the day before, I'm telling you, he's going to have big trouble tomorrow night. And I just feel like hopefully this could be the little something that gives Gervonta a little wake-up call to take him back to the mindset of...
Roach delivered a performance that left fans and experts questioning everything they thought they knew about Tank Davis, his power, his speed, his usual dominance. None of those signature qualities showed up the way they had in the past. Instead, it was Roach who set the tempo, landed the sharper punches, and exposed vulnerabilities in the former unbeaten champion. From the very first round, Roach made it clear he wasn't there just to hang on. He came to take control. And as the fight went on, his confidence only grew. But what truly caught everyone's attention wasn't just Roach's skill. It was something Tank himself said in the middle of the fight that left people stunned.
Decision after everything, walking back to the locker room with you and your team. Tell me how that moment was.
I was pissed. I found myself getting like a little upset, but I shook it off. I got a lot of great people in my corner telling me that I don't need to have my head down, that I perform well. You know, they just uplifted me, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't like...
Roach revealed that during their exchanges in the ring, something Tank said in the later rounds really stuck with him. It almost felt like Davis already knew how the decision would go, no matter what happened inside the ropes. When we were talking in the 12th round, maybe the 11th, we were just talking back and forth, Roach recalled. And Tank goes, "You're not gonna win." I asked him, "Why not? What do you mean?" And he said, "They're not gonna give it to you." I was like, "Oh, is that so?" That moment made Roach question everything. Did Tank already know something behind the scenes? Was the outcome decided before the final bell even rang? Because when the result was announced, a draw, it matched exactly what Tank had hinted at.
Something funny, when we was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th, we was talking right? But he like, "You ain't gonna win." I said, "Why not? What you talking about?" He like, "They ain't gonna give it to you." I said, "Oh, is that right?" So, you know, that's how boxing works.
Roach wasn't the only one who felt something wasn't right. As the fight unfolded, fans watching live flooded social media with disbelief. Most had Roach winning comfortably, while some saw it as a close fight, but even those who leaned toward Tank admitted that Roach had likely done enough to get the nod. Yet, when the scorecards were read, 114 to 114, and Roach's hand stayed down, the confusion only grew. I'm not completely upset because I knew going in, when you're fighting a superstar, the scorecards don't always lean your way, Roach admitted. But I really thought I had it, especially when they announced the score for him first. I was thinking, okay, they're setting this up for me to get a split decision. I was ready for that moment. Then they said 114 to 114, and I just thought, damn.
Man, he got lucky at the draw. He did a good fight though. I thought he won it, but man, he gotta just create more action. That's a sparring session as far as I'm concerned. Oh my God. But God damn, that's not the Gervonta I know.
Things are getting serious now. Roach and his team have officially filed a complaint with the New York State Athletic Commission, challenging the decision and demanding justice. That was my night. I did my job and I deserve my win, Roach said. His legal team has also made some bold claims in the complaint, ones that could change everything if proven true.
I don't want to say that's the blueprint. I just think that, you know, that my plan unfolded.
Roach's team is challenging the result based on 3 key points. First, they say the ref missed a clear knockdown in round 9, which would have changed the scorecards and given Roach the win. Second, they're calling for Davis to be disqualified for bringing hair gel into the ring, something Davis blamed for his vision issues. With these claims, Roach's team is asking for one of 3 outcomes: a TKO win, a DQ win, or a corrected decision giving Roach the victory.
Check the blockchain, check it for a big withdrawal around maybe 30 minutes after this fight. No shot. Somebody put the house on draw and just got a like 22x, something like that. A draw? The mathematical anomaly to have a draw with 3 different refs across what, 11 rounds? It's a mathematical...
Fans are split, some backing Roach, others defending Tank, but this is now bigger than a fight result. It's a legal battle, and the NYSAC is under serious pressure. If Roach's appeal succeeds, this could be one of the biggest overturned decisions in boxing history. Meanwhile, Tank has stayed mostly quiet, but a reversal would stain his record forever for a fighter known for being undefeated. A loss like this would be devastating. Fans are already calling for a rematch, After all the drama, the second fight would be even bigger. Roach knows he fought the fight of his life, and now, whether in court or the ring, he's determined to set the record straight. One thing's clear. This isn't over.
Punching output can be raised and things like that. Can be better than 32 punches? That's ridiculous. I think so.
So, all right, so throw 40, maybe you get him out of there quicker and you can go home.
At the center of it all is WBA President Gilberto Mendoza, who admits the controversy is too big to ignore. He's already suggested that an immediate rematch might be the only way to settle things, and talks are happening behind the scenes. Davis has made it clear he doesn't want to fight Roach again right away, but if the WBA orders it, he might not have a choice. If Tank refuses, the WBA could strip him of his title, a major hit to his legacy. The message is clear. Questionable decisions won't be ignored, and even the biggest stars aren't above the rules. Behind the scenes, the talks aren't just about a rematch, they're also about protecting boxing's reputation. Fans are still frustrated, and many believe Roach was robbed. If the WBA ignores this, it could damage their credibility. Mendoza and other officials are carefully weighing their options, knowing this decision could affect more than just one fight. Another issue is Davis' future. He's been linked to possible fights with Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. But if the WBA orders a rematch with Roach, those plans would be delayed. Until this controversy is settled, Davis' next move remains uncertain.
I was just shocked, I'll be honest. Lamont was very good in that pocket. Yeah, he got hit with some clean shots, but so did Tank. Tank was backed up by Lamont Roach at multiple points in that fight. Lamont landed clean shots on Tank, was able to time Tank. Tank's usually the one timing other people.
Davis' reputation is also on the line. Known for dominance and knockouts, he looked vulnerable against Roach, a side fans hadn't seen before. His decision to take a knee only added to the doubts. Some wonder if Davis is still at his best, while others accuse him of looking for a way out. If Tank wants to silence critics and prove he's still that feared fighter, taking the rematch might be his best option.
Shakur Stevenson said that if you can't get the rematch, he has a championship fight waiting for you. What do you think about that?
That's why I love him. Genuine speaking, man, that's what I want to do. I want to fight the best fights. Like I said, hopefully we can get the rematch. If not, more than likely we can get in there with Shakur because, we already talked.
Roach and his team aren't letting up. With their legal complaint already filed, they're keeping the spotlight on this controversy and forcing the NYSAC to review the case. They want the fight overturned or an official rematch ordered. And Roach is determined to prove, once and for all, that he won. Adding to the chaos, Ryan Garcia has jumped in too. His frustration isn't just about Davis versus Roach. He's also calling out boxing officials for what he sees as a pattern of unfair treatment, including toward himself.
1 foot out, you're going to get in the ring and you're going to have that moment where you got to step it up and it just won't come. But I think that's what you can't spin it no other way. It's too clear. And I think the commission needs to do something about it because it can give me an incentive, anytime I'm not feeling good in a fight, take a knee.
Well, they said
and that's not a shot at Tank. I respect Tank and I like Tank a lot. But you can't do that shit.
They reversed the result of your fight.
Yeah.
And you see who it is. Yeah. Who is the dude? Who is the dude?
And that right there is...
What do you think about that fight that happened? You thought it was just an off night, or...?
Everybody has an off night. Everybody has an off night. Yeah, I had a fucking off night with fucking crew. Everyone has a fucking off night. It's fucking boxing.
You want to run that back with Cruz or what?
Maybe down the line.
Hey, Rolly, who you got in the Canelo Crawford fight?
I had it close. I wouldn't argue with whichever way people want to steer it, whether Tank won, whether Lamont won, whether they had it a draw. It was a solid fight, despite the fucking taking the one knee. Yeah. But outside of that, I thought it was a decent fight.
Taking the knee, depending if the commission reverses the decision or I think a draw was meant to be. So I like the draw.
Do you like the draw? Do you like the knee though? Was that a good call on the ref?
No, if you take a knee, man, if you take a knee in the 90s or in 2000.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring.